All right, welcome to Advanced Algebra 474, 475. This is just a short little video to talk about the flipped classroom that you will be experiencing this year for Advanced Algebra. To start, the goal of the flipped classroom is essentially to put the student first. And what we mean by that is the student is going to be in charge of the learning process by doing their notes at home and then collaborating with classmates in class on what they have learned. So the focus is the student is in charge of their learning. And then the teacher is a guide helping them along, and they're also going to get help from classmates through this process as well. If we take a look at a traditional class, you see the teacher standing in front of the room, lecturing, probably, most of the period, students are in their seats taking notes. And then when the student gets home, they are completing their homework on their own, oftentimes by themselves. Maybe they are working with a classmate, but maybe there's not somebody there to help them if they have questions. They don't get those possibly answered until the next day in class. Now, there's nothing wrong with this traditional method. We just are finding success with the flipped classroom, so we're going to basically turn everything around and have the student take notes at home and then work on their problems in class. So, students are going to be watching videos. A lot of times they are going to have guided notes in which to take those or to watch those videos. They can stop, pause, rewind a video to check for understanding as they're working through. So they get to basically go at their own pace, whatever pace they want to use. They can even watch the videos again and again. Maybe they want to watch it after a day in class to check for understanding. Maybe they want to do it to prepare for a quiz or a test. And then any student that is absent or sick, they're going to have access to the notes and they're going to have access to the videos, and they can easily catch up if they miss a day in class for, a field trip or whatever. Okay, so when the student does get to class, after having completed their notes, they will work with classmates on new problems to check for understanding. So they're going to be collaborating, they're going to be talking through problems, they're going to be helping each other out. And this collaboration, research has shown, is very beneficial to students because they are the ones thinking through the problems and why things are the way they are. Now, if they really do get stuck on something, another benefit here is that the teacher is right there to help them in class. So it's almost like they have their own personal tutor. They can ask those questions and get them answered, whereas before, if they were working on problems at home, there was possibly nobody there to answer those questions. So, to review the benefits of the flipped classroom, students get to learn at their own pace. They can stop, pause, rewind the videos. Students get one-on-one tutorial from their teacher in class if they have questions. The class is student-centered. Students are collaborating with each other, which research has shown provides for greater understanding of the material. Easy access to the notes and the videos. And then potentially less time outside of class working on the homework. Most of our videos we're going to try and keep to 10, 12, 15 minutes. Whereas before, maybe, homework was half an hour or longer. The cons. The very first one is that students have to have access to the videos. So we are going to post our videos on YouTube, giving you access via phones, iPads, computers, whatever you need in order to access those videos to make it as easy as possible for you. Number 2 is preparation, and that means that the students have to be watching the videos and taking the notes. If they don't do that, then they're going to be lost when they're working on the problems in class. In fact, what we as teachers will probably make students do is either go out in the hall or with headphones, watch those videos before they start working on the classwork. Which means they could potentially be behind because then they will have to make up the classwork at home because they didn't finish it in class and watch the video for the next day. So it's very important to try and stay on track as we're working through each lesson. And then the last is, and this is not for you, but for us, there's a lot of work that's going into this you know, in terms of creating the videos, making the notes, getting everything done and prepared ahead of time. And you know, the only reason I put this up here is to emphasize the fact that, you know, we're willing to put in extra work because we feel that students are more successful with this type of a classroom. So in order for this to be a success, everyone needs to buy into this, okay? As in, you got to make sure that you're watching those videos at home and then doing the work in class. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to contact your teacher. And let's all have a successful year.